Emotional intelligence means growth in our life. Intelligence, intellect brings us that opportunity, and then we get into that opportunity. But if you're not emotionally intelligent, the growth is not there. But the one who grows is emotional intelligence in the ladder.
You get your job with a high IQ, academic excellence, or anything that is related to intellectual understanding, but to truly grow and in your career or a profession or to be successful, emotional quotient is the most important.
Doing meditation for self. When self is peaceful, self is loving self, and it helps you to understand the viewpoint of a person who is bringing you an issue better, because you empathize with the situation and take a very pragmatic decision.
Now, from almost an year and a half, I do not have that problem at all. My ear is completely clean. It's something like very structural that needed a surgery. It just kind of disappeared. So that was like a miracle for me. So that gave me more and more belief system. And my intuition level started to be more.
Very few weeks into meditation, I had started noticing these changes. I had started becoming more appreciative of myself, more grateful for the small things in life, more grateful about what other things like my parents used to do, and actually become positive. I was more aware.
After coming into meditation, my life is getting meaningful. I'm feeling happy. I know the masters and the universe is taking care of my life. It is me and our mind unnecessarily coming to conclusions, imagining. So all these are unnecessary. And reading books is helping me a lot.
For many things, I'm really very conscious of what I'm doing right now. Before I was like just doing something, but now I'm really conscious in everything. Every step of my life, I'm conscious of what I'm doing.
Started to loving myself, experiencing myself, express myself and accepting myself the way I am. And I stopped expecting from others for me to feel good.
Very good morning, my dear friends and masters, and very good afternoon to the West. So, welcome to the 40 days program. So, we will start with meditation today. We have listened many sharings, right, in the video. I started accepting myself. I started loving myself, expressing myself. All these changes will be experienced by every one of you here in the meditation. So, sometimes few changes you would have experienced, sometimes few changes you may not. But it's just a matter of the time. So just get into the meditation. Drop all your expectations. Let go of all your expectations. Whatever the expectation that you have, let go of it. And the meditation that we are going to do is Anapanasati meditation, which is breath mindfulness meditation. The poster is very simple. So, Karanji or Niti, you can see the screen. So, it's very three-step process. Preparation. The preparation is close your eyes, remove your spectacles, fingers, clasping your fingers into fingers, cross your feet at the ankle. And once we have this preparation, then we will be just observing our normal natural breath. How to observe the breath? Take any point between the tip of the nose, between the eyebrows, and just observe. Just observe how the in-breath and out-breath. That's it. If you're not able to take the point and then observe it, that's okay. You can just observe that inflow and outflow. Okay? whenever your mind gets thinking or you feel that you are having some thought, bring the focus to the breath. That's it. No hard and fast rule. Very simple. Just you have to be with your breath as if your close friend, your loved one, how you are being with them. Just be with your breath. That's it. No breath should not go without your awareness. Okay. And you may experience many experiences, but whatever may be that, witness it. And the moment you are thinking, come back to the breath. All right, let's get into meditation. Relax yourself. The moment you come off the meditation, you take your hands and put your hands over your eyes like that, and then come out slowly. The bare minimum expectation you should have in the meditation is you should not open the eyes, whatever may be. Come what may. Okay? Come what may, whatever it is going to happen, whatever the experience is, fine. I will not open my eyes. Okay? Let's get into meditation.
With your eyes closed, glasses removed, fingers into fingers, dear friends, hands comfortably rested in your lap, crossing your feet. With your attention on your nose, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We'll go in silence for some time, and then I will play music. Be with your breath, dear friends. Your attention anywhere on the nose, preferably in the middle of the eyebrows. Observe that air going in and coming out at that point on the nose. When you observe your breath, your breath may become lighter, shorter. Slowly, thoughts are coming down. Our mind is becoming empty. We are going into powerful group meditation. Merge into your in-breath and the out-breath. And allow yourself to slowly and slowly go into that calmness, emptiness. yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness inside of you, all around you. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize you are thinking, go back to observing your breath. As you empty your mind of thought, you experience emptiness, the feel of no body, of no thing. That's energy, the quantum field of energy, the field of all creation, existence. That's Sat Chit Ananda. The more you are with it, the more expansive you become, the more joyful you become.
This is the field of possibilities, the field of abundance of energies. The more you are with it, the more experiences you draw into your life. Everyone and everything are connected in this field of energy. The more you are with it, the emptiness, with that nothingness, the more you experience everything and everyone. Friends, at this time, can you express gratitude to all things and everyone? It is truly an honor and privilege to be living and experiencing this life at this time of history, to be exploring consciousness. Many are not so blessed. Your gratitude to parents, teachers, mentors, family, friends, colleagues, everyone in your life. To all the nature, the plants, trees, animals, forests, planets, stars, to the technology, to all the systems, companies, governments, to your body, to yourself, and to this intelligent quantum field, the universe. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Relax your body and let your autonomous nervous system repair your body.
I am beautiful. I am powerful. I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become. I am beautiful. I am powerful. And I celebrate who I am. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become. I am beautiful. I am.
Recollecting your experiences from the session. Whenever you're ready, keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes.
Friends, hope you enjoy the session. Emotional intelligence is spoken about. A lot of credit goes to Daniel Goleman, a professor from Berkeley. Early 1990s, he formally defined a circle of things few qualities that constitute emotional intelligence and how mindfulness can help improve emotional intelligence significantly. He wrote a book by exact same name, Emotional Intelligence, by Daniel Goleman. It's a dense book. But it talks about the 5 functional areas. The 5 functional areas of what emotional intelligence means. And meditation is enhancing each and every area. Socrates said, emotional intelligence doesn't mean that we suppress emotion. Everybody can express anger. It's easy. But those who are highly emotionally intelligent know to what degree to express anger to the right person at the right time at the right place. Knowing to apply this in the two extremes of not expressing at all to express too much, you find the balance. Right time, right place, right person, right thing is what meditation and mindfulness with internal awareness is bringing. Self-awareness means, I thought you had a background slide. I'm not finding one. Let's see if I find a slide on. Yeah, okay. Let me see if I can put this. Makes it easy to refer. There are these 5 areas of emotional intelligence when we talk and say meditation is enhancing all of them. And they're all necessary to be able to engage with people, to become a natural leader, to help and to allow others along with us to succeed. Self-awareness means, then we'll go into the detail tomorrow, but self-awareness at the highest level means that we have awareness about our first layer about ourselves, our thoughts, our feelings, our reactions, moment to moment, just knowing that. Yesterday, we talked about two core components of learning to doing to being. The two core components there are: one, do you have awareness to be able to respond differently? And then second, what new response to give? What new response as a choice do I have? In a meeting, a normal discussion is that if somebody raises a point about your document, an emotionally not intelligent person is taking it too personally and then starts arguing, trying to prove they're right, how they're right and why they wrote it. So taking things personally, am I aware what's happening to me? Because the moment I take things personally, that awareness to say, what's my emotion at that point? And somebody raised a comment, what's my emotion? Am I aware that, okay, here is somewhere I'm going down. Yesterday the boss is charging. So then I am either hiding or I'm ready to put up my speaker up and then start, ready to respond. That awareness about that emotion on that moment is required. Your thoughts, your feelings. If you don't have that awareness, then of course, then you're going to go and then do what you were based on the subconscious past response. So we said one is awareness. Second is knowing what response to give. A typical case, yes, I would argue. But with an emotionally intelligent person saying, I don't need to prove a point, I don't need to argue here. I recognize, take it, look into it. That's a response that you choose. If I know what responses I can give, then of course, then you are making the meetings very useful for everybody. So awareness is to know that I'm going through something. Just be able to hold on to all your emotions, awareness, knowing your thoughts, your feeling, your responses, reactions, and then from there comes a lot of regulation automatically. Just by knowing, a regulation happens. A regulation happens, beautiful things come. Just by having regulation means that you are now suddenly free. Suddenly you know, okay, there are so many opportunities at your hand. You can stay quiet, you can say something, you can walk out of the room, you can do many, many things, and except the one that you're always triggered to do. Self-expression is now, while you regulate emotion, now what is the right thing to do in a given situation? What's the right thing to do? How do I express? What intentions do you have? What timing am I speaking? What tone do I have in speaking? Because it's all about that. How do I give? I want to say something in a group setting with an individual. Somebody comes with a problem to you. What's your expression? I know you must have given an answer to this expression, to this problem several times. You told your spouse, you told your colleague, hey, this is going to get you into trouble. Don't do this. It's better to do this way. But they didn't listen. They do what they wanted to do. When they come with a problem to you, are you starting to think, I told you so? You say, I told you so, then matter is over there. And someone comes to a problem, what's your expression in that moment? First of all, I told you so must be removed from everybody's dictionary. Must be removed. It is simply nothing but trying to be one-upman. It's gaining one-upmanship. That's all it is. It has serves no purpose whatsoever at all. At any given situation, how many times you might have told somebody, 100 times you would have told, don't do it, they've done it, they come to you with a problem because humans are humans. In the end, they're all coming with the problems or the feelings. What's your expression? Your expression is not one of I told you, so an expression is acknowledge the feeling. Oh, is that so? Okay, come. Help people know, find themselves. Self-expression, there are many aspects of it. So meditation will give that awareness. Meditation gives the strength to express. Meditation gives that awareness and it gives this courage to not try to show ourselves, or it gives us the strength to express. Many times we are very, very what should I say, fearful to express it. And many times we are to think by not expressing we are nice, we are over nice. It's also called sattvika guna dosha. Where you need to express, we don't. Thinking that is nice, okay, no problem, it's okay, they will know. Where we need to express, we need. Where we don't, we don't. But being too nice where is required. Self-expression is knowing when to express and then with courage and with conviction, positively expressing. I'll go through all of this tomorrow with slide for each of them, but just understanding. Is my expression good, positive? Of course, the whole Vakshetra are the field of words that we talked about, useful, truthful, positive, they all come into picture here. Not to say that you don't speak negative stuff. The required you do speak. But there is a way to speak negative things. The third thing in emotional intelligence difference, the moment you're aware, then you are liberated. First of all, the moment you're aware, you're liberated because now you're not just like that, knee-jerk reactions are not happening. You feel like, wow, okay, I know what I'm doing, which is good. It could be wrong response, but at least you know you're doing what you're doing. Very, very important when you are expressing emotions. We will know eventually what are the better ways of expressing, what are the better ways of carrying ourselves in a group, eventually. But knowing, and then of course I'm screwing up, or okay, I'm doing right things, at least we'll feel as that, okay, I can improve next time. Otherwise, what do you have? In a group, when you don't have control, you just burst out and then feel like so bad about it afterwards. Why did I do it in my children? What did they do? Somewhere my office stress cascaded, came all the way down to home, and I'm shouting at them. Is there any meaning to it? That's how we go into the guilt trip. But when you have awareness, that guilt trip goes and says, okay, next time I can at least improve. The expression, is about how do I improve my response? What all things I can do, not do. We'll talk about them a few tomorrow. That's different. The moment then you start doing that, then you feel from inside fundamentally happy. You're not suppressing things anymore. Psychosomaticism, many illnesses happen because of this, where you cannot express. Courage is not there. Understanding is not there. The moment you become free, now you're joyful. What is all manifestation about? Manifestation is what you need. You put your intention out. You intend, you speak about it. And you speak about it, things come to you. You'll become very joyful and able to express when you start attracting what you need. And the third thing difference is that inspiration. When you are joyful, when you are happy, I can tell you, then you have an energy aura that spreads around people. You are inspiring. First of all, and express beautifully, you become attractive. People come to you. Things come to you what you're looking for. You're happy. When you're happy, you go into the detail, many things happen. When you're not suddenly just like that shouting anymore, then naturally, and when you are quietly expressing quietly, even though there is a big meeting, big issues about retrenchment happening, a blame game happening in a delay in a project that was not necessarily delivered well. Everywhere finger pointing happening. You're calm, you're cool, you're expressing appropriately. So naturally become an inspiration to people in taking, and they'll come and ask you, hey, what's going on? How are you able to be so cool? You inspire. Everybody is just going around doing many things, worried about stuff, but you seem to be just doing your stuff. Because you know the right response. When gossip is happening, you also participate in gossip, you strengthen it, it becomes bigger. It doesn't help anybody. When there's no gossip, doesn't help anybody. It only wastes time, and gossip, Patriji called it cancer of the soul. Unbounded talking will slowly creates so much of unwanted stuff. What is cancer? Unbounded growth. Gossip is the same, unbounded talk. So it creates so much of unwanted stuff in life. So for which you continue to come back and experience unwanted stuff. Why did this happen? I don't know, because we gossiped so much before. Talking about other people without knowing, talking about things without having an understanding of whether they're true or not true. The same thing again, negative, non-truthful, and then useless things. So we speak about them. Traffic will be traffic. Politics are politics. Real estate is real estate. Should it require everyday conversation about real estate? Every day, another project, another thing. What's the usefulness of it? How rich somebody is. What's the usefulness of it to us? Somebody is rich. Somebody got the stock moving up, and so they suddenly became super billionaire, or 10 billion became 20 billion. How does it help me? Other than wasting my time and talking about it. Not aware. Expression is not great necessarily, but dear friends, when this happens, we become an inspiration. We ourselves are inspiration to us and an inspiration. We talk in the context of emotional intelligence. If you are inspiring, then of course, then people rally around you. Beginning of exhibiting leadership qualities. That's all it is, right? We inspire by demonstrating in the way we carry ourselves. There are some who are great speakers, they inspire, they get captivate you. But day to day, how you carry yourself is the key. Just because I have 1 billion or 1 million views in the internet and YouTube video doesn't mean that your daily life is like that. Get orator. Of course, you captivate people for the duration. Real the capable individual is shown in how you carry yourself in situations around you. That's the ground, that's the playground. Our life is a big playground. People are there, situations are occurring. How am I carrying? What stability do I have? How balanced I am? When you do that, then you inspire people. People learn from people. People learn from lectures is fine, but people learn from people and observing, because again, learning to doing to being, our learning is a lot more intense when you are learning through feeling, and then it happens when there is a context around people. I can learn enough about driving through manual and then reading somebody's story, how to take a turn, not turn, all that. But then the real learning happens if I'm there, right there in the junction, how to turn. I do it. Then it's a lot more easier learning, right? So inspiration this is an important quality difference that an emotionally intelligent person is exhibiting. They are inspiring, and then they're also naturally inspiration to others. That means a few things we'll talk about tomorrow. And then empathy. An emotionally intelligent person has highest level of empathy. And Daniel Goleman talks about cognitive empathy, social empathy, spiritual empathy. There are three things out there. We'll cover what they are. But empathy means being able to respond to somebody else and looking at them and saying, how can I be, rather than judging somebody? Because everybody goes through problems. Who doesn't go through problems? Everybody has problems. And then everyone has recovered from the problems. My colleague is experiencing something that I was going through maybe 10 years ago. Can I have a little bit of empathy? Can I just forget that situation of mine? Which is what they go through today. Maybe sometimes come late to the office due to some personal challenge. Delivery sometimes not happening because maybe some health issue is there. Or maybe because there is some senior person is suppressing, pushing. Can I know a little bit more empathetic about why things are happening? Can I step back and ask to know, to see if I can help? As opposed to be very, very unforgettable of the situations and then only bother about me, my delivery, my deadline, and then my thing. An emotionally intelligent person is empathetic to people around. Empathy is not weakness. Empathy is expressing higher, better emotion so that people find themselves, become a little bit free and eased, and then come and open up. And so that's how solutions come. But it requires giving time. It requires being patient. It requires, most important, understanding. But emotionally intelligent person, when a meditator, is becoming more and more empathetic about people, situations. Friends here were talking about that when there's a lost dog was there. The dog was lost, and so there is a big community there. But they noticed it, they brought it, they put it in their backyard, they gave time, suddenly they had to cancel what they were doing. They spent 4 hours with it and then trying to find and then trace the owner. Owner comes back, somewhere they find the owner, but then owner didn't take it. What should you do in that situation? How empathetic you are? You're showed empathy to the dog concerned, so you're able to give, because when nobody is there, you're giving it. If somebody is ready to take care, then it's okay. But if no one is there, you found your fundamental responsibility, are empathetic to the situation and say, okay, oh, poor thing, got lost, let me help. But the owner didn't want to take it. So how empathetic you are? Empathy. Before judging somebody, do I have empathy to not judge somebody? Instead, I understand maybe there is some issue for them too. These things. An emotionally intelligent person is understanding all points of view in that moment and noticing it. You expected that the owner will take it, but the owner is not ready to take it. How empathetic you are, how judgmental you are about situation. The last thing difference is engagement. Is emotionally intelligent person is taking people around, rallying things around. You are empathetic, you're inspiring, so people are around you. They see that, okay, you can give them solution. They're very comfortable with you. They're able to do more things because you're inspiring, you're empathetic, and so then they confide into you to see how they can solve their issues because you're ready to listen. Empathy means ready to listen. And engagement is then you're rallying for a cause as a leader. And when somebody is emotionally intelligent, knows how to take people together. All of these are expressed, enhanced greatly with meditation. Let us invite, today being Tuesday, Vasu Garu, you are there, so I'll come to you. Okay? I'm staying in his home only. So let me walk into the other side. Okay.
I'll come.
You're there.
I'll come there.
Okay, so meanwhile, I'll just take this 1 minute to do a announcement on the personality assessment. Friends, if you know that you already submitted the assessment 1, survey 1, and this is a very simple form, and that would really helps to understand, assess, and as we are almost midway through the program, please do take 5 minutes of your time to just answer those simple questions and submit it. Ensure that you submit it today without. So that will help you to understand more about yourself, this assessment, right? And all this, whatever the email ID that you used in the survey 1, assessment 1, whatever you have submitted, the same email ID, use it and submit it. Okay. I think with this, let me hand over to Chandra sir.
Yes, we'll listen from Vasu Garu here in Dubai. Jayshree Madam, we got to know him through Jayshree Madam. I don't know who learned meditation first. She will come. So let's listen to Vasu Garu's amazing experiences of how meditation is helping him professionally and personally. Yes, sir. Please introduce yourself too.
Happy morning, everyone, and happy evening from the other side of the world. Yeah. Yeah, first of all, congratulations on this wonderful journey of rediscovering for self. And yeah, my journey started around 4 years before to this, and yeah, thankfully through my wife, Jayshree.
You have a formal introduction? Okay, please do if you do.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. So, yeah, today we have 2 wonderful guest speakers today, and right now we have on the screen we could see Srinivas Matala, and who is a global director and information security leader based in Dubai, UAE. He began his spiritual journey by attending a Vipassana retreat in 2020. His major breakthrough came in 2021 when he participated in the quantum creation workshop facilitated by Chandra sir in Abu Dhabi. He deeply inspired, decided to explore the practice further and further. Later that year, he consulted Dr. GK for guidance and for the autoimmune condition that he had developed in the second half of 2021. And of course, he had many discussions with Chandra sir about it. Remarkably, Srinivas sir healed himself solely through the meditation, his condition, without the need for medication. That's very, very remarkable. And this transformative experience solidified his unwavering belief in the power of meditation. Let's listen today about his journey and his wisdom, and we will embark on it. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ratnal sir. Yeah, as Ratnal said, like I started my journey around 4 years before. Yeah, started with a health condition trying to find a solution for it because regular medical world do not have anything to permanently fix it. Um, the problem I encountered was permaplantar psoriasis. It is something that is impacting your fingers and toes. Uh, Being in IT, my job is based on fingers. Without operating a laptop, I cannot function my with my day. So it was a tough situation. And second thing is, this is not something I can hide behind the scenes, right? Like covering up with a dress or something like that. So it's quite visible, and it has both emotionally taking over me and as well as functionally. So it was a tough journey, and yeah, being in Dubai, I have access to best of the specialists. I tried everything that I could, but I didn't find a solution. And as I was looking for alternative medicines, fortunately, I have encountered this path, and then the journey started. It's yeah, as we start the conversation, and today also the wonderful topic sir was talking about. It's about awareness. Yeah, breath is there with us since we are born on this planet, but we are aware of only after joining this that we started observing it, right? So yeah, these type of minute things which are there with us for lifetime, but we are rediscovering that and relearning that from a purpose perspective, and that's happened with me also. Like it's around an 8 months journey where I started doing the meditation, and then reading the books that were me, and then bringing that into perspective into day-to-day life. So these completely healed me, and as a part of my diagnosis, what I understood is the main reason for my condition was stress. All right. Stress is a problem again, which doesn't have physical shape or form, and there is no way you can tell by just looking at a person whether he is in stress or not. And even the person will not know unless until it impacts something in your body, or it shows itself in some form of element on your body. And today's life, yeah, everything, it can be stress, and from personality development forums or courses, we are learning like a limited amount of stress is required for us to thrive, but how much is accepted and how do you thrive to it is a journey. And yeah, it was like the health condition got improved, and I learned the life perspective from it. And once you're aware, you change your perspective, and once your perspective is changed, the way you look at life is different. And that's where I started benefiting from my career as well, where I through the meditation program, I learned like about manifesting, visualization, where I work currently. At that point of time, I was working in a place like which is around 120 kilometers from my home, where I'm staying, which was one of the major contributor for the stress. And then I started thinking about manifesting about moving to a place which is very close to, and yeah, within a span of 6 to 8 months, I moved to a different profile, and currently I got an opportunity which is just 15 minutes away from my home, which is a dream job kind of in Dubai, just having that accessibility within 15 minutes. And then it's all about like yeah, now you have a new tool, you learn the new way of living life, then it is about implementing it. It's implementing in life in various perspectives, uh, And the journey started with practicing meditation maybe half an hour or 1 hour. And to be frank, that was not like straightforward. I attended an AMR and then I'm being a very dedicated student and continued it. It was initial couple of times I just attended and then didn't follow it. Then as my situation started aggravating, and fortunately, yeah, when you're on the path, universe again brings you on the path again and again. So Chandra sir was visiting Dubai frequently, and whenever he visits, I had a chance or an opportunity to meet him, and that brought me onto the track where he questioned about the practice, and yeah, that's where I benefited. And then initially counting number of hours you do meditation. From there the journey went to like how do you live throughout your day with consciousness, and with an aware self, so that you are always in a meditative state. And I practice this for any situation, like right before going to meeting with executive management, you do a 5-minute meditation before that, so you are well grounded and prepare for the situation, and handle it. And yeah, being empathetic about not proving your point, but being an effective listener also. So these are like being from management. I understand like these are what we learn in business schools also, uh, where we understand this rational in a different way. So we are getting, yeah, the information which we should learn ideally in the first few years of our life once we start schooling. But we are learning a bit late in life. Yeah, but for me, it's even much later once I'm in my early 40s. That's where I discovered this. But yeah, fortunately, still early in life. So from there, everything got transformed in terms of my personal well-being, um, my professional well-being, and family well-being. Yeah, my wife, I think some of you know, like she volunteers for BuddhaCEO, living her professional career. She enjoys this journey, and yeah, almost 7 years on this journey, and she enjoys every day. And we, being part of the family, enjoy her journey because every day we'll get an opportunity to listen to someone or the other's testimonial, which has changed their life forever. And yeah, that is the life we want to live, right? Like that's the purpose it gives, and the definition when you are contributing to someone else's well-being. So yeah, I strongly believe like there will be one torchbearer in the family who will change the family's direction. Like someone, a family is a middle class family. Suddenly, someone becomes a billionaire in that family. From there, the direction the family takes is completely different. So the similar to that, one torchbearer in the family who touched this path of meditation sets a different direction to the entire family. And yeah, definitely we will propagate that. The benefit we get, we used to propagate. And yeah, for me also, I'm a pretty reserved person, being my profile as a security director. I never used to come to public forums and share about my personal thing. But then Chandra sir, being my mentor, he guided me like, okay, how you get benefited, not only for yourself, but at the same time, so many people, you can be a hope who have lost hope in terms of handling that. And after that, we are hearing to many transformational journeys, like people who are from level 4 cancer, they have cured it just being on the path in any year's time. So, and people, my kids itself, handling stress about studies, achieving excellence in academics. Yeah. So There is no definition list which you can tell like what and all benefits you get. It's because it opens the abundance of universe for you, and how you pick it up and what you want. It's always with you and with your mindsets. Yeah, as you have learned through your journey so far, like your thoughts create reality. Now it's up to you, like what thoughts you put in and how you make it real, right? So there is no limitation in that, like what thoughts you put in and how you make it real. And yeah, thanks to Chandra sir and Vani ma'am for helping us on this excellence journey. And yeah, we are now at a I will say a breakthrough phase from the traditional things we were discussing with sir yesterday. Like this year started with me, like normally New Year we celebrate as a party in some hotel or in some friend's place. But this year started transformative for me. I started in Bangalore Pyramid Valley. We were celebrating our New Year with meditation. 31st night we were there in Pyramid Valley, and it was a great start. And now I started doing the religious practices. I'm a pretty religious person, but now my religion has a meaning to it. Like it's not a ritualistic thing, but how do you do things from a principle spiritual perspective, knowing the deeper sense of how do you do things. So yeah, yesterday was one more transformative day for the year. We celebrated Shivratri, which normally used to be some puja and some ritualistic activities. But yesterday, whole night, we enjoyed in nature's Edo with wonderful meditations throughout night. Um, and normally, I used to struggle to keep awake for the day just because ritualistically it is required that I have to be awake. But yesterday we were enjoying the journey. There was no pressure. I'm physically putting on my body that I have to be awake, but it all happened being in nature throughout the night, doing 3 hour 4 hour meditations. So yeah, I don't take much of your time. That's a wonderful journey, friends. And yeah, one more time, hearty congratulations for choosing this path and being the torchbearer for your family and for the generations above. Thank you. Thank you, Chandra.
Wonderful. I picked up a point today. Torchbearer for a family is always there. Who is the torchbearer for your family?
My wife, obviously.
Who is that?
Jayashri.
Okay. I think this is a beautiful concept. Torchbearer for a family is there. In our family, it is Dr. GK. He was the torchbearer. He came in. The torchbearer is always challenged many a times, not necessarily all the time. Challenged because they are walking the path differently, non-conventional. So people around are obviously many a times, including me to my younger brother, several times told, why are you doing this? You are conventionally a doctor, go earn money. And then he said, meditation seems to have a lot more power. So this happens. For the torchbearer, of course, they have to find the path. So there is a lot of resistance that happens, which we call subconscious resistance from everybody around. But still, they find the way. Meditation finds its way through the torchbearer. Consciousness finds its way. Because consciousness wants to see to everybody experience their life greatly. The Maya, the illusion, is there as a big mask around to make us see that what we see is what is true here. But many times it's not. A person who is coming to office late, what you see is true, then you only judge and say this person is just not fit for being in workplace. But you step back a little bit and say, what is the root cause of their coming into office? That's what meditation helps us to look into the cause. So that you can help dissolve the cause, and so the effect dissolves automatically.
That's what we see, the wheel, the mask. When somebody says a word, then you take the word and say, okay, now out of the context, you interpret and say this is what it meant. But you step back a little bit, look at the context, because out of context spoken things have no meaning. Meditation is not is helping us to not judge in the moment, come back. So the torchbearers are there for every family. I really love this word. The torchbearers for every family, and for every company and organization, there'll be a torchbearer. For a meeting, there'll be a torchbearer. If there is one person who's a meditator in a meeting hall, then they'll change the energy. Thank you, Vasu Garu,
Thank
for
you.
always coming and then sharing your perspective. You actually express well, so you need to write a few blogs.
Cheers.
It'll be great. People like you, leadership. If you start writing some blogs about small things, you said, okay, there is always you try to do before and after. Okay, my Shivaratri was more ritualistic. I was putting pressure to be awake. And then here is more joyful. And when you enjoy what you do, then you can go on. That's you draw energy.
True.
There you lose energy. You're depleted of energy in the other case. Here you're enjoying. I know I've seen you. Then half an hour of sleep in the daytime. You didn't sleep at all. And you slept late and you woke up early. So everything happens. Thank you, folks. Thank you very much. We will listen to Jaisha Madam tomorrow. Okay. I think she's anyway going to come back. She's opposite of me, refusing to come this side. Okay. All right. So we'll listen to her tomorrow. Wonderful master that she is. And not tomorrow, whenever she is going to be a host in this program, and so we'll do it. Thank you, Ratnavel. Back to you.
Thank you, Srinivasa,
Thank you.
for the wonderful things.
Yes, I am. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Okay. Any questions to Vasugar while he's here? He is a business leader who is benefiting from meditation and is an emotional intelligence week. A lot goes on in life with people, dealing with people at workplace, otherwise. Questions to him. How to keep you cool? One. And then second, how can you be so quiet and then speak so less? What is a mantra?
Yes, sir. It's a journey. As I said, like my journey started sometime before, around 4 years, and it's not like something you will transform in a day. But BuddhaCEO is such a platform, like where all you need to invest is time, and for whatever opportunity you are getting to learn is paid forward by someone else. Uh, Before for us to get this opportunity. So that's a wonderful thing. And the wisdom which we get through this platform, how do you implement that in life? The four agreements. I'm not sure if you have already completed or you will learn about that in terms of like, okay, how you can be impeccable with your speech and talk what is needed and which is truthful, positive. And think about we are in a generation like where a sentence which is spoken without being thoughtful can impact countries itself, right? Just a post in Twitter or X can create havoc between two countries. That's the situation we are in. So that creates the importance. And this is a practice which I constantly learned about. And then being aware of, as Sir was just telling in today's class, like when you are aware of the situation, is the person, always we look at things from our perspective, like what is right, but we never look at, like the dog example which you told, like we never look at like what's the other person's situation can be, right? So yeah, that's why I always give that benefit of doubt, like what is that person going through, and do you need to be really emotionally charged up for a situation, or you can maintain your balance. Yeah, but it's still trial and error. It's not like I'm a saint and every day do that, but yeah, 90% of times I'm in control of the situation. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay. Razmal, any comments there in chat? Questions?
Uh, So he spoke from the heart. So he didn't actually, whatever he felt really truly, that he shared it. That's really very commendable. And yeah, the torchbearer, this is really, I think even in the chat, they have how you have accepted that she's a torchbearer in the family. That not many men will do it. Maybe you can actually share your thoughts.
That's the question?
Yeah, that was the question. How
How
he
you
has
accepted as a dominant male? Okay, praise God. He's not dominant male, the male domination word. Okay, let me replace it.
Yeah, like in terms of dominance, that's what.
No, dominance. The question is that how you accepted. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, acceptance is more about like that's what I said starting of our conversation today. Like it's a rediscovering self, right? How we know ourselves from in the past, and how we are continuing this journey forward. So it's more about at a soul level connection, right? It's no more about like wife or husband, male, female. It's a soul level connection. And yeah, when someone is doing that transformative change, if let's say your boss is a female, and you have to, and you are getting all the opportunity that you need in your career, then obviously you will acknowledge. So it's the same rationale when I'm getting acknowledgement, and at the same time in the journey where I was trying to push it off, she has been the torchbearer for my entire family, like where kids also came to this path, and then being bold about like not being charged with career requirements, but taking a bold decision to move from a regular 9 to 5 job to something transformational, not only for her, for the family, and as well as for the society. Yeah. So when someone has such a noble cause, obviously, universe itself will surrender. I'm just a human being, so I have to acknowledge to the path.
Our meditation softens our stances. So dominant people soften their stance, step back a bit before if they decide to be dominant for whatever reason that is. Everything exists as an experience, but definitely it softens. That is important. A leader with a lot of egoism, now it is expressed more in men and expressed less, but no, they're vice versa. They're everywhere. Less doesn't mean that they're not there. Culturally conditioned, a man should not cry. What does it do? It builds up. It builds up a lot of emotion inside. And so then you become aggressive. When you don't express, you're not free, then you are constantly agitated from inside. And so then you
you dominate, because that the thing is, stuck energy is there. Meditation releases it, and so then naturally you become softer. You start stepping back, and that hesitation is slowly going away. It goes away to everyone who holds it. And so it softens people, softens their internal qualities, doesn't soften the way they respond externally. This is the place where people misjudge and say, oh, if you meditation means then you become softer, you're not going to ask questions, you're going to let people go without, even if they deliver or not deliver, they'll become soft and so become weak. Not at all. They become firm. We'll cover some of it tomorrow. You become more emotionally intelligent. If your job is to get things done for yourself, for everybody, and then so that you have better experience, then you have the rational. You step back and help you to pause and say, okay, how does it matter? And so that things happen. Okay, yes, Dr. Well.
Thank you, sir. And okay, so there was two questions. One is, I had come out of the meditation as suddenly I experienced dizziness. Why it had happened?
You come out of meditation, suddenly experience dizziness. Those experiences are common. In meditation, dizziness or heavy-headedness. I mean, head is finding heavy, not heavy-headedness in the wrong way. Head is heavy, and sensations here, tingling sensations all over. They're all common in meditation, deep meditations, because our pineal gland is getting active in some level. Something is happening in our brain. There's a lot of energy being there received. And so these are common experiences. So when meditation breaks, it can break. Why not? Can break. And so it comes out, then you are still going through that dizziness. Right. If you're sleeping deeply and somebody just pushes you hard, suddenly you wake up. And you're in a very dizzy state, because when you're in a dream, if somebody wakes you up, then you're in a dizzy state many times. It's because you haven't settled into the body well. And so it happens. So like that in meditation, for various reasons we can get, so meditation is broken, various reasons. So that time you are carrying through that meditative experience, it will slowly go away. Nothing to analyze, just know that, okay, this is all safe, and then it will resolve. Next.
Okay, so there is another question, which is, can you please shed some light on emotional intelligence on deeper level? How do a person work on this practically? Any books you recommend?
I'm going to talk through each step a little more deeply tomorrow in a master class, and then books, emotional intelligence, psychologist's view, Daniel Goleman. Then Scott Peck, an Harvard professor psychologist, Scott Peck. Daniel Goleman wrote a book, Emotional Intelligence is the book name. And then Scott Peck, The Road Less Traveled is a book you can start with. The Road Less Traveled by Scott Peck. And then you want something lighter, beautiful, Osho books you read. Just will know how to be emotionally intelligent. Read 3 books, Book of Man, Book of Women, Book of Children. 3 books are there. Read each one book after the other. You will know. Then there is Shefali Sabari, The Awakened Family is a starting book you can do with an emotionally intelligent parents and how they can raise children beautifully. Okay. Some pointers. Daniel Siegel is another master who has written a lot of coverage around these concepts. Daniel Siegel. Yes.
Another question is in line to
Tomorrow you will have some more detail. And also the wisdom note that comes It's a vast field. It's a vast field. It can be studied forever. But we will talk about in this 5 concepts. In that, a few points will come out naturally. And if we hold on to them, life seems to get sorted in out ways. Okay, we'll cover some of these points tomorrow. Like, for example, we talked about no point proving points. You don't need to. We don't feel the need to prove a point. We are very aware to not prove points. Simple. Okay, that sorts a lot of issues in life. It sorts a lot of issues in life. Yes, Rathanvel.
So in line towards the same, what are the ways to improve emotional quotient?
Meditation and wisdom. Meditative awareness is fundamental, and then meditation practice to drop fear is fundamental, because fear holds us back in expression, and then poor expression. When it hold you back, then you have suddenly outburst. Poor expression happens. So fear has to go, clarity has to develop. That means more knowledge is required. Into how do I respond in a given situation, more knowledge is required. What are the ways I can deal with the situation? Right. And so all this knowledge about the way, the whole impeccable speech. And anyway, this whole week we've got concepts covered in around 4 agreements. Some sutras come. Emotion test tomorrow I'm going to cover about it. All right. There is some more that are there planned. So go through the whole week, and then you'll have plenty of answers.
Wonderful, sir. Yeah. All right. I think everyone would have able to got the questions and answers for that questions. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. We'll conclude here. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day.